Finest. Jeff Hemmings. Juice.
So you've got the new album coming out on the 9th of March. And I think it's your fourth album, isn't it? Your fourth solo album. Following from Momentary Masters, which was released 2015. I remember I talked to you around about the release of that. So that's 2.5 years ago now, isn't it? So I've been checking out the new album, and it's bloody brilliant. Really, really fantastic, actually. Really enjoying it. So good, nice one. Thanks. It's called Francis Trouble. According to the press release, it says it's very deeply personal. It's about the stillborn death of your twin brother and the effects that's had on you and your life ever since, I guess. So can you, obviously this is a topic that you've decided to talk about in public through the record. Is it something that, can you explain to us a bit more about why you decided to write about this?
Yeah, it's not, I feel like it's hard with press releases because that's like a big, it definitely ties everything in and creates this arc that is that reality, but it wasn't put together like that. I found out later in life, just that when I was born, how I had, I knew the stillborn, but I didn't know that I had like a fingernail and some other stuff on like shared placenta or whatever. But it's more like a thread that would be in a jacket, you know what I mean? You don't really notice it, but you notice like the cut of the jacket. So it's like on my third record, I was talking a lot about shadow work, dream work, and I kind of visualized my shadow as a child that was ignored. And as I kind of nurtured that child, I kind of ties in with the twin and it created an arc. All that created an arc of to my life, to my story. It kind of all made it make sense. So it's not like I sat there and it started off with just wanting to make a record that was, I felt like there was no guitar-driven rock record out that was fun. Music was either like too vapid or too serious. Yeah. So I just wanted to create a fun record that had depth.
Yeah. Well, there's some great licks, some great melodies. Songs are really powerful, I think. Just great tunes, basically. And are you the sole writer of all this material?
Yeah, basically, I for the first time wrote with other people 3 songs I had finished, but just couldn't finish the melodies, and I wrote with this girl Jen DeSilva for Muted Meetings, and Tyler Parkford, the song T for Two, and Faraway Truths we did together.
Right. Which
was actually very exciting to have those 3, such a nice change. I'd never allowed myself to, to write with other people like that. And so it was a nice experience.
Yeah. There's a couple of songs, if I don't mind focusing on, song Muted Beatings. Could you talk to me about that? What that means, what that's all about?
I kind of feel like whenever I have to do that, like I'm at school and they want to talk about a book and then they ruin it.
Sure.
By telling you what it's about, and it's really just, I feel like you write to make an impact on people. So it doesn't really matter what it means.
No.
To me, it matters how it affects someone else. You know? Yeah, I'm going to stick with that one.
Okay.
I'm going to stick with that.
Fair enough.
Brightons Finest. This is Juice.
It says here, what the music says may be serious, but as a medium, it should not be questioned, analysed, or taken too seriously, which is what I'm trying to do, obviously. I think it should be tarted up, made into a character.
No, it's not. I don't. I just think it's fun. I was listening to some Police, some Clash, some Bowie, and whenever I see their shows, I always felt like they were rich bands with cool lyrics and melodies. But when you just initially go to see their shows, I never went, obviously, but seeing a video of it, they were fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just
exactly, yeah.
Like a good time was had, but yet at the same time you're listening alone at night, it could affect you in a much deeper way. And so I liked that, and I just hadn't seen. Usually, whenever there's something different on stage, it's either it seems like it's pop,
yeah,
which gets a little too vapid, and then just like some rock just became a little serious for my taste.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's been missing a lot and recently, especially, politics has taken over, isn't it? All that nonsense about Trump and everything going on in Europe. Things getting a little bit too serious at the moment. Need a bit more fun, I think. And that's the great thing about David Bowie, for instance, just as an example. You read his lyrics and they sort of evoke a lot of images in your mind. You may not necessarily know what he's actually talking about, but there's like a dreamscape, isn't it? Like a series of images that kind of you open to yourself to interpret.
Yeah, that's so. A lot happens in the span of creating. So like ideas and feelings change in it, and even when you're done, even if they didn't, they can change once you're taking it. So what I was saying, as you said about Bowie, is like I'd rather just not really know what he meant. Maybe he's having a conversation. I just like the stuff he's talking about in general, just about life or what he does. But in the song, like I find my connection to that. Like he gave me the map, and for me to really enjoy it, I need to find my connection to it. You know what I mean? I'm saying, even if he told you, "Oh, this is about this," you might be like, "Okay, great." Well,
yeah, exactly.
That doesn't affect me anymore. So thanks.
Okay. Is this a band that you've always worked with, or is this a new band?
No, it's a new band, and you know what's great is they're all from the Valley where I was born in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
and so we all kind of reconnected to the 818. It's funny how this whole cycle with the record and the songs, our twin and everything that's come up, and the band being from the Valley. There's just like this, I don't know, extra hand at work.
Yeah.
It's not just me, just like things falling into place that are just really fun experience, poetically fun.
Okay. So just finally, are you looking after yourself? Are you or is it? Are you living a
yes,
clean, healthy lifestyle?
I got my jacket on. I brought my scarf, and I couldn't tell you enough how many times my mom reminded me to bring my scarf on the road. It was like I was almost worried that she was like gotten sick or something and was like repeating herself unnecessarily. But she was like, "Remember, bring your scarf." Yes, I packed it.
Well, you live in New York. Do you live in New York? Is that where you still live, New York?
I do. I live upstate. I live in a colder place. She lives in L.A.
Well, exactly.
She know about a
it's
scarf.
freezing in New York, isn't it, in the winter? It's pretty cold.
I live upstate, 2 hours from the city, so it's even colder.
Great stuff.
It's 0 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, well, I hope the gigs go well with Franz Ferdinand, and then your own tour, basically, and you'll be winding your way around Europe and back to the States, and and then hopefully maybe you'll come back to England and do a solo show at some point. But so we'll wait and see on that one.
Maybe I better be coming back. I'm going to be mad if I
You're going to demand it.
This record solo.
Yeah.
This is
Brighton's Finest.
bringing the artists closer to you.
Juice.